Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this quick makeup tutorial / get ready with me. I was contemplating doing a talk through, that way I didn't have to do a voiceover, but I realistically did not have the energy to talk, you guys. So this is kind of what I end up doing when I want a nice even base and I just want to feel put together. If I'm being honest, Unhinged Shivani might come out. She may not come out. I have not yet decided. But I'm going in with the Kofi Beauty concealer right now. And you guys, I really am loving this concealer. I think it will probably be one of my more repurchased concealers that I can say, just because that the way that it feels and the way that it lays down on my skin, plus like the goal that I was trying to achieve, is something that I see worth investing in over and over again. So I definitely do like it. I will say this though, if a little goes a long way, the pigment is definitely there. If you are like setting it with powder, I would set it immediately. This is a very hydrating formula, and so when you're, and I learned that today essentially because like as I was doing my makeup, because I wanted to get my foundation on, and I'm going in with the Haus Labs foundation. I'm in the shade 270. And if I didn't mention the shade in the concealer, I'm in the shade Mango Drop. I always want to call it Mango Lassi. I don't know why. Why didn't you name it Mango Lassi? Kofi Beauty, can you please tell me that? But anyways, I love their names of their products, guys. I think one of their lip oils that I own is like Sorry Not Sorry. Or I feel like I saw that somewhere, and I know what, I think the one that I own is First Sorry or something. I'm blanking, and I don't have the makeup products in front of me because I'm recording at my desk right now. So, they're all sitting in their little homes in the makeup vanity. And essentially what I'm doing is, this is my look that I tend to do when I have to leave the door and I have maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, at this point, if you wanted to stop with just cover up, go ahead and do that. You don't need to add foundation. I just like foundation. And I also, this is girl math, right? At its finest, where it's like you bought something. It's like you really don't want to use it that day, but it's like, okay, but you just bought it and you need to get your ROI. So it makes sense for you to use it, right? Even though you don't want it. I know the girl math is mathing. It is. For some reason, this top, okay, by the way, I love this top, you guys, and I know you didn't see it, but it's a spaghetti strap top, and I got it in Mango. Is it Mango or Mango? When I was traveling to Spain. And I think I got this in Madrid. I didn't do any clothes shopping in Barcelona. I did clothes shopping in Madrid. The only clothes shopping I did in Barcelona was getting a swimsuit, and the former swimmer in me, like, I got like a one piece. I could not, first of all, I don't like wearing bikinis. And if I do, I don't post about it. It doesn't make me comfortable to post about it. I own some bikinis, I just have never worn them. But anyways, I digress, and I say that all to say, I went to Decathlon and I got this the one-piece swimsuit, and I essentially used it for a sauna, because I have never been to a sauna before, and when I was in Barcelona, the hotel that we were staying at, me and my bestie Katie, had a sauna, and I had wanted to experience it, and I did, and it was fantabulous, and I loved it. It was Hotel 1898 in La Rambla downtown, and it was I really love that hotel, you guys. Between the two cities, I might get some flack for this, but between the two cities when I traveled, Madrid was definitely my city. I know my bestie Katie liked Barcelona a lot more, but I was definitely a Madrid galley. I think that's because to me, Madrid is like Spain's New York, and I love New York. So, um, anyways, I set my concealer with powder, and I'm going in with MAC Soar, by the way. When I go in with my quick 5 minute, to 10 minute makeup, I do not mess around with my lip shade because chances are I am doing this because we have to rush out the door in like the next 15 minutes or the next 10 minutes, literally. So it doesn't make sense at all to mess around with my lipstick. Now, this was an optional step. I just wanted to do this, but I'm going in with my Chanel bronzer. Usually, I would just go in with blush and call it a day. And that can be any blush you own. You don't have to do bronzer. For some reason, oh, and I totally didn't even say this because I was too busy rambling about my Europe stuff. But anywho, with the foundation, I skipped highlighter because I mixed the highlighter into the foundation. I use my Typology glow drops and I mix them in, and that's how I'm getting the natural glow. And honestly, that's one of my favorite ways to kind of like cheat the highlighter step and make it look more natural, because if you really think about it, unless you're blending your highlight into like perfection, to me, like if I'm rushing out the door, like this is a look I'd wear to the office, by the way, and I'm going in with the Huda Beauty blush filter in the shade Watermelon Pop. When you're rushing out the door, the last thing you wanted to do is like leave and be like, oh my god, I forgot my highlighter. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think like, oh shit, I forgot like a makeup step. You know what you know what I mean? I'm like, do I look presentable? Can people look at me? Yes. Okay, we're leaving. Comment down below if that's relatable. But that's literally how my brain works, is like I try to do the best I can. Other ways that you can highlight if you are just looking for that natural highlight is my technique that I did in my France tutorial, which was to underpaint. I can do another quick look with that too. That doesn't take much time, but essentially I would go in with the Yves Saint Laurent Radiant Touch Luminous Concealer stuff. It's the pen. And I would essentially just paint the highlight on underneath, blend it in. And that, honestly, you guys, that does it. Like, I know that we've been trained in the beauty community and also, like, overall, like, that highlight needs to be shimmery, glittery on certain parts of your cheekbones, towards the top to accentuate your features. But I don't know, there's something about, like, a natural highlight that I freaking love. And by the way, I'm going in with just one shade of brown eyeshadow. And that is the shade that is like my eyelids, but better. Because I did cover up my eyelids, I do have to go in with shadow, or else, like I told you guys in other tutorials, it looks very funny on me. It doesn't look good if I just go in like with nothing other than powder. But I have a bit more pigmentation on my eyelids. So if I literally just covered my under eye area, I would not need to go in with eyeshadow. I would skip it. If you are a blessed individual and can do as such, use it to your advantage, especially when you're in a pinch. So yes, and I'm wearing pumpkins in my second ear piercing because it is fall, and fall is my favorite season of all. I grew up in the Northeast, and we had proper seasons up north. My eyelashes were just like stuck together for some reason, but I went back and forth between like 3 different mascaras. I ended up using Too Faced Naturally Better Than Sex mascara and the Ilia Lengthening Mascara because there are days that I don't want my lashes in my face and other people's faces. And today was that day. I wanted it to look like my lashes but better, and that is exactly what I achieved. It does depend, sorry about the creaky chair, it does depend on the products you use. Like, for example, if I was to go in with the Fenty, I would automatically have voluminous eyelashes, and I was about to say volume, and then I switched to voluminous. Again, crashing out, unhinged Shivani. Welcome to my channel, y'all. But that was not my goal for today. I will say, depending on, this is stuff that I've learned. This is stuff that I've learned through my own trial and error and experimentation with makeup. Depending on your goal, your products will change because makeup is not one size fits all, and I don't mean skin tones or shades or anything of that such. Depending on the look that you want to go for, you have to like change your products accordingly. Now, if you are someone that is a eyeliner person, at this point, before the mascara, you can go in with the eyeliner, or you can take an eyeliner, like the Kulfi Beauty one, and I didn't realize the mascara bottle was flipped upside down, sorry guys, and use, or Urban Decay, Legend, which is like the blackest, waterline eyeliner. Go ahead and tightline your eyes, and also, put some on the bottom, eyeline. And what is it, the waterline? Yeah, the waterline. And you'll be good to go. Realistically, if I skipped the brown eyeshadow, I would have picked eyeliner. And I would have done it like that. Similar to how I did my Phoebe Tonkin look. Which, by the way, I really want a revisionist of that one. But I think I'm going to give it a break for now. Because, I don't know. I feel like I just haven't, like, figured out that schematic. But, yes, I don't have much more to say other than I'm trying to find a highlight. So this is my secret tip and trick. I'm going in with the Kiko highlighter, and I first go in with my finger and then I switch over to like a tiny brush. But I put just a little bit in the inner corner because it will open up my eyes. If I went in with eyeliner, it would have been fine. I wouldn't have needed to do this step, just because eyeliner lays differently on my eye shape. But since I didn't, I'm going to compensate with highlight, and that's honestly it, you guys, for this tutorial. Let me know how you liked it in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. I do plan on doing some Diwali looks, maybe one or two, I'm not really sure, but yes, I cannot wait, and I will see you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Bye. I have to adjust the dress.